I wonder if Mindy Kaling knew the kind of heat that this show is going to bring. I've never seen anything like this. It's been a wild ride watching this show, and we still have 2 more weeks of this to talk about. I don't know if it'll be every day. The way things have been going, it sure does seem like it, because something pops up constantly with this show. Of course, the big news yesterday was the reveal that Warner was excited about doing this show. They had excitement, nothing but pure excitement. And that Mindy and her buddy that made the show didn't even think to come up with their own concept. They literally were given a catalog of franchises that Warner owns and were allowed to do whatever they wanted with them. Now, a true creative would have said, well, let me think of my own idea since Warner wants to work with me. No, they went through the catalog, picked Scooby Doo, decided to twist it, and Warner was apparently just excited and ready to go. Green light, do what you want to do. Well, that hasn't worked out very well for them. Bad reviews, a lot of heat, a lot of blowback. The demographic, which is woke, that's who the show is supposed to be for. They're not happy at all with this show. In fact, they're quite furious. And they're even more furious today because of a joke in the show. Now, normally, in my opinion, I don't think anything is off limits when it comes to comedy. I think everything should be available for comedy. And I know there's probably people that get hurt by certain jokes, but it's comedy. But with Velma, it's different. Velma is designed to go for the woke crowd. It was made with Woke 101. However, when you do a woke comedy, you can't push edges and boundaries. You're not allowed to do that. You have to be in kind of the woke humor zone, which nobody finds funny, even the woke people. It's all fake laughs. But Mindy thought it would be fun to put a sickle cell joke in the show, and that's not going over very well with people. In fact, there's a lot of blowback online about it. A lot of people are pissed. And Mindy Kaling has nobody to blame but herself because she thought she could be edgy with a woke show. And you can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. So people are very, very upset. Yahoo Entertainment has captured a couple of the responses. This woman says, sickle cell isn't some punchline to put in an HBO Max show. We are discriminated against in healthcare, which causes further harm to our physical and mental health. Ignorant jokes like this make it that much harder for systemic changes to occur for better treatment of these patients. Mindy Kaling, what might have started out as a harmless joke, turned out to be a lack of empathy, compassion for, and knowledge of this disease. It prevents others from learning what #SCD truly is, a rare disorder affecting all races, predominantly African Americans. This person says this makes absolutely no sense, and to associate sickle cell to rudeness is extremely harmful. These patients are disproportionately impacted by racism and bias due to the majority of us in the U.S. being black, and this definitely isn't helping the issue. CC HBO Max. And then an account that looks like it's dedicated to educating people says thoughts, offensive, bad joke. And that's where this is at. So, blowback for Mindy Kaling. So, like I've said before, she's managed to get both sides very upset with this show. And that's just turned into a disaster for her. You need one to help you, particularly the woke side, because then you won't get canceled. But she's got them infuriated. And it's happened a few times with this show. It hasn't just been one off, like just one time. No, there's been multiple instances where the woke crowd has been very pissed at this show. This show is, in all accounts, just a pure disaster, and they tried to spin it as a win. Parrot Analytics saying, oh, because people are talking about the show means the show's getting good views. That's a lie. This show, for all accounts from what I've seen, is a pure disaster. I can't wait for the Nielsen ratings to come out for the show, and they should be out in a week or two. That is going to be fun to talk about, because the first week you'll see a bump, and you're going to see a celebration on the numbers for that week, but the week after that, I guarantee you the show just falls off a cliff ratings-wise. It absolutely will. Also, remember, this is the same show that sexualizes young people. For instance, in the latest episode, they've decided that it was a good idea to have Velma pole dance for her father, of all people, because that's where these people's minds go when it comes to comedy. And then you've got people making out, particularly young boys, and you've also got Velma in showers when all these characters are very, very young. It's just a strange show. You have to wonder, did HBO Max even look at this show while it was in production? You hear all of these great movies that have been, particularly like The Godfather. I watched this great show. It's called The Deal. And it's all about the making, or it's The Offer. It's called The Offer. And it's all about how The Godfather got made and all of this corporate interference that was done and all this sabotage and how hard it was to get that movie made. And then you see some bullshit like Velma, which looks like it had no supervision. It was completely hands-off, and they were allowed to do what they want. Why does this trash get unsupervised and allowed to do whatever the hell it wants? But then you've got these masterpieces that had all this interference. It's just wild to me that it's backwards entertainment is what it is. And yes, I know Godfather was made a long time ago, but you hear about that even today with movies that are good, about all of this interference. Even like No Way Home, they had a big problem with the Statue of Liberty that they almost were going to take out of the movie, I guess. Well, no, they stuck to their guns on that. But China wanted them to change that up so that they could get the movie released there. Thank God they didn't bend the knee. Top Gun had some interference from China. There's interference with a lot of these great movies. And, then you have dog shit like this. And it's just like, okay, just do whatever you want. It's all good. We don't really care too much. I can't wait to find out they've lost money on this. And they will. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and my locals, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.